And good morning. It's Craig here from Kabuya. We did a training yesterday where we created some blog posts, and we had a bit of trouble with working out how to and get the link for those posts and how to show them up. So what I've done, I've done a bit of work and created some options for that. So I thought I'd just do a bit of a training and show you what I've done. So we were on a call with some clients and we created we'll go to blogs first here in under sites. What we did, we created a new blog post why you should go solar, why you should get solar installed today rather than in the future. So we created that blog post, but then the problem was the link wasn't working. So the one good thing about Kabuya is that there's always reasons why things aren't working, or there's reasons why, or some things you need to put in place to make things work. And I've done that. So what I'm going to do is just run through and show you what I've done. So if we go back to funnels and we go to Solarrun site, because that's where I've set it up. If we go down here, you'll notice that I've created a page that is called blog. So I've created a new page. And if I open it up in editor, there's an element called blog, which is pretty cool. So this element here is called blog element. So if you wanted to add that into your page anywhere, you come across here, you just hit blog post, and there it is, right? So it adds the element that pulls the data from your blog that's connected up to your site. Now, what you need to do once you've done that is select your category. Some reason it's not doing it now, but it did before, so we're all good. I've set this up, right? So basically that's what we've done. We've connected up a blog post. Well, I won't worry about hitting save because I've already set it up anyway. I'm just going to leave that. So, I've added some copy to the page. What we'll do is we'll click on it and I'll show you what happens. You'll notice here that the URL is solarrunillawarra.com/blog. So if we click here, we'll go to that URL. And here we go. The actual blog posts are here. So this is the site. It's basically pulled off my main site. So there's links back to the home page and so forth, call for action, booking, so forth. But if you click on the actual blog post here, it shows you it's got the content, right, of what the blog was all about, with a click here, which was a call to action that we added to that. Comes back to a page. All right. So that's basically the blog post and where it shows up. Now, what I've done is I've taken it a step further. On my homepage, we click here. Create a button here on the homepage. It says click to see our recent blog posts. So if you click on this and you have a look down here, it opens up to the blog page, right? So that's where it goes to. So if you click on this link, it takes you to that page. So if we go to preview for this, so it allows our clients to actually see where to go. Plus, we can email them with links to new blog posts, right? So we could set up an automation. Whenever we do a new blog post, they get a new email letting them know. So there it takes them straight to the blog post. Now, we've done all that. So we've set up a blog page. We've set up the blog element. We've set up a button on our home page. So obviously to do that, you just go to add element, hit button, go in, make your changes to the button as far as, the text, what happens, whether it's I did a website URL. So that takes them to the website URL, the blog page, this one up here. So that's how that all works. So I'm just going to leave this because I don't want to save that. So now we're going to create a new blog post. And I'm going to use ChatGPT to do that. So if we click on blogs, and we go new post, it's going to give us the stuff that we need, right? So the first thing we're going to do is go to ChatGPT, and what I did was write a blog post about beating power companies at their own game by installing solar on your home and make it 500 words. It gave me this. I then asked for a call to action, and it gave me that. All right. So that took a couple of minutes. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to redo it again to show you how quickly this happens. Come down here, new chat, type it in, hit go. Now this is going to rewrite. It might be something different. I don't know. We'll see. But see how quickly it writes it. It'll be interesting to see whether it writes the same copy or not. It's even doing a call to action for me. To get started, you need to find a reputable blah, blah, blah. It's pretty cool. Okay. So let's just have a look at the difference between yeah, it's made a little bit different. So that's all right. We can use either one. And provide a call to action. There you go. So it's given us that. So now what we're going to do, I'm just going to pause this for a second. Okay, so we've used ChatGPT. The problem is with this copy, because it's a blog post and it's going to be searched by Google and tracked. Okay, so because ChatGPT is a language model, it pulls content from online. So the issue we have is that there's plagiarism issues if we're going to use this sort of copy for websites that we're looking for Google ranking and so forth. It's going to come up and they're going to penalize us. So what we need to do is check for plagiarism and then rewrite it. So the product I use is Quillbot. So you can see here. So what I did, I copy and pasted all of this content. I went over to Quillbot and I did a plagiarism checker or a paraphrase. The first thing I did was I paraphrased. I put it in here and it rewrote it. I then got the copy from that and I had it rewrite. I did a plagiarism checker, right? So what it's done, it's rewritten it for me and there's no paraphrasing found. So we're going to use this copy on our blog post instead of the stuff that came straight out of ChatGPT. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back to our original blog post. We're going to go new post. And actually what we need to do first is write me a headline for the blog post. Go to the bottom. Okay. So that's what we're going to use as our headline. We're going to stick it up here as our title. Alternate text. Description. We need to get the first little bit of the paragraph as our description. So we'll use that as our description. It's too many words, so we'll get rid of this last bit here. 250. We're at 400, okay. Get rid of that. Okay, now we're good. We need to give it an image. So we're going to go here to, we'll use this image. We'll do that for now. That will do. Okay. then the blog post will open up. So this is just a random blog post. So we need to get rid of all of that stuff. So we'll do that in a second. But first things first, we'll grab our headline, put that up there. We're going to make that large. And then we're going to go across to our plagiarism Quillbot, and I'm going to copy and paste all that. Control copy, and we're going to go here, paste that in there. We're going to get rid of all of this stuff. Just going to delete all that. And we're going to go back to here, and I'm just going to get this call to action. And we'll paste it in here. I'll make this a little bit smaller. Yeah, we'll make that 16. Now we want to change this picture. So we'll go look for a picture, and because we have access to royalty-free pictures, we're going to search for dirty power. So it comes up here. Oh, yes, perfect. Look at that. We might look up coal. There we go. That's what we want. We want that. I'm going to use that image. And we're going to use the headline again as our image description. Take the image, look at that. Perfect. Now we're going to give this a going to go click here. Click here, and we're going to need a our website to go to, our main website. So we'll get the link for that. That one there. We're going to put hyperlink into that. Insert link. Put the URL there. And we'll add that. Then we're going to hit continue. Okay. We are going to select the category, and it's solar. The author is me because we've set that up. We're going to hit publish, and what we're going to do is get it to give us a series of keywords. And it'll give us a few keywords. Perfect. So we'll go here, we'll go copy, and we'll go paste. We're going to go paste, and we're going to hit enter. Okay. Now, we're going to save that. Select the date. We want it to be now. Save. Okay, so now we've published that. So how do we find that? If we go to we'll go to our home page again. We'll go to our live. And if we scroll down to where we've got our button, which will take it to our blog posts, we should have a third blog post there now on this page, and we do. And look at that. So if we click on that, it'll take us straight to our article. There it is. Look at that. Perfect. Click here. Give it a call to action. So that's how you do a blog post and set it up. If you've got any questions, reach out to me, admin@kabuya.com. Look forward to helping you in your Kabuya journey.